Okay, so next on this somewhat windy but very bright and sunny now morning, I'm going to try the 1.3 meter Icon A5. I have had this guy off water. I've had him off grass with I tried him with the wheels, I tried him with the floats. I found although he leans sideways on the floats, he generally is better off with the floats. Now, I had one very unfortunate crash with him. I was flying him and he just went totally out of control. I was just bringing him round for a landing, and all of a sudden he just stopped obeying my controls entirely and went into a flat spin into the ground, which made me very nervous with him. Can't find the model for him now. Where are we? There he is, I missed it there. Icon A5.
AS3X mode. Throttle cut on. High rates. Safe mode. Mid rates.
Well, we'll leave him on safe mode for a minute now. Okay. But that crash, after I've tried stall testing him, he does not go into a flat spin when you stall him. He has a fairly benign stall where he drops one wing, but you can pull him out quite easily. I think what happened then, there was another club member here flying some kind of weird off-brand thing. I forget the name of the brand, but it was like a weird off-brand thing with a 2.4 gigahertz transmitter, and I think that interfered with my control. That's what I think caused that crash, because I can't account for it any other way. There's certainly lots of spare room in there, unlike some planes. Okay, I think he decided, he's not what you'd call exactly level, but I think he decided. Well, I don't know, maybe we should unconnect and reconnect again when he is level. Because the thing is, being a safe mode plane, if he initializes when he's not level, he's going to get confused about what is level. Yep, those elevators look better in trim now than they did. They look okay now, but when they were full, because the thing is these safe planes, if he initializes leaning over, then he thinks that leaning over is straight, so he'll keep trying to make himself lean over. Oh, can I even get the bloody thing closed with that camera there? Camera's sort of interacting rather unhelpfully with the Okay, so first we turn the camera on, all being well. Famous last words, it's hard to see in this light. Yep. Oh dear, and I think we're going to have to use a screwdriver then to get at it. Because I've got to change the mode, and the mode button is sort of in the back there. Okay, and that should be in video mode, and then when we press that, he should start recording. This is the EFC 721 camera, this little camera on top here. I bought the Strata Cam with that's the repair to the end of the wing that broke off in that crash I was talking about. I bought the Strata Cam and it came with this camera. And I've used this camera on all sorts of things, and I've had pretty good success with it. It looks a bit wimpy and sometimes behaves a bit strange, but really I've had pretty good success with it. More so than with other things. It's my favourite camera for on-board use on planes now. I've got the Mobius on my hat, and I like the Mobius as a hat cam, but it's a little heavy for putting on planes. I really like this EFC 721 as a camera for mounting on planes. He came with some sort of little screw mount, but mostly of the time I'm mounting with a mixture of Velcro and tape. I know he's mounted a bit crudely there, but hopefully that'll hold him on. Yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere. Hopefully not. Okay. I'm not sure whether this plane... Oh, apart from the crash, the most recent damage this plane had was hanger rash. It's been hanging around in the house. And I had to move it to get at something. I think it was in front of the fuse box or whatever, and I moved. And I put it down upside down, which is not a great idea because it was resting on that tail. And it sort of leant over sideways and broke the tail, the horizontal stabilizer there. So I repaired that. So we hope that's going to hold. It feels pretty firm to me, standard, foam safe cyanoacrylate. But that was just hanger rash. It wasn't a crash. It was me mishandling the thing in the house.
Throttle cut off.
So easy to do with the, It's a little hard to get him moving here, but once you get him moving, you see he levels out. Once you get him moving on the grass, that wouldn't be a problem on water, presumably. Well, it isn't. I've flown him off water, although not as much as I've flown him off grass, because I don't have a regular place to fly planes off water. I'm trying to avoid the sunny end of the runway there, because I'll blind myself if I get up there. Oh dear, my hat is coming off again. Ooh, looks as if I'm about to run into a 737, but I don't think so. He's a very, very long way away. Here's a 737, well, I'll say 737, might be an Airbus coming into Hamilton. Wrong switch.
AS3X.
Take the stabilization off. God, that sun is bright.
Time remaining 6 minutes.
That sun is bright. I don't want to get anywhere near that sun, and it's pretty windy still. As we go upwind there, we're slowing right down. The Icon A5, the real Icon A5, of course, is an ultralight private plane. Well, that wasn't very good either. What rates do I have him in?
High rate.
Put him back in high rates. It's not really fair to assess his roll rate when he's not in high rates, but pusher, of course, high pusher. That has its advantages in a float plane, but it also has its disadvantages. God, his roll rate is not great. He does not roll well. He does not roll well. Well, the wind is pushing him as well. You're fighting the wind, but whoa, yes, it's pretty gusty up there. He's being blown around pretty strongly by the wind there. But yeah, I'm not having much success trying to roll him. Let's just try a straight loop. Yeah, he does a straight loop, no problem, but it sounds as if his motor's straining as well. I don't know, I'm not really flying him at that high throttle most of the time, but he makes a very high-pitched whining. I wonder if the propeller's a little out of balance, because he's making a lot of noise, relatively speaking. I should check the propeller carefully and make sure it doesn't have chips out of it or anything. I didn't notice any damage to the propeller from either the hanger rash or crashes he's had, but as I say, I'm a bit concerned that he's making so much blithering noise. Whoa, really, the wind is getting him. Yeah, the wind is seriously getting up now. I would say it's wandering on to 40 kilometers an hour now at me. I don't know about at him. But I'm feeling quite a strong breeze now. Ah well. Where are we time-wise? 2200 milliamp hour 3-cell battery.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
He's reasonably, controllable and maneuverable, but not the best. I mean, he's not meant as a anything approaching an aerobatic plane, I think I'm going to put stabilization back on. I'm getting tired of fighting this wind, and the safe mode sure as heck helps you fight the wind. Now he was in safe mode when he did the flat spin thing as well, so it didn't save me from that. But I don't think, you know, as I say, I think that was just, I think it was control interference. I think some other radio thing just got in there and completely messed up my control of him. See, now that, yeah, and that's nice. I mean, you know, it's in safe mode, but I mean, that sort of landing is very nice on water, because it works well when you can drop him down very gently. Very gently on the water like that. He doesn't have flaps, but he doesn't really need them, you know. But, I don't know.
Throttle cut off. Throttle cut on.
I don't see any obvious damage to the propeller, but
throttle cut off.
I don't know.
Cut on.
I don't know. It just seems maybe it's just this motor, I don't know. It just seems more noisy than you'd expect. It is a 3-bladed propeller. It just seems more noisy than I would expect, which worries me a bit. Anything a little out of the usual worries me, and the fact that this thing is making a lot of noise, the motor and the propeller, worries me a wee bit, but I don't know whether it's really of any significance. Otherwise, I mean, he seems to fly fine, basically. He certainly would work fine as a float plane to take off water and land on water and do some mild aerobatics and whatever. Not the, you know, I mean, he doesn't have very big ailerons and whatever. And not the world's most aerobatic plane or whatever. Now, let's see if we can stop this. Oh, God, blimey, the sun's in my eyes. Camera recording. Yep. There you go. We've turned off the flight camera. As I say, that EFC 721, touch wood, has proved the most reliable and effective flight cam for me. Of the various things I've tried. I've tried various others. The Mobius is a great camera. It's a little heavy to mount on a plane, though, unless it's a very large plane. I've got that little SQ11 thing. I've got the drone view. I still, the EFC 721 is still my favourite in-flight camera.